All right, let's get to basketball. We took a little brief hiatus last hour with golf. But, we've talked a lot, Rob, about Steph Curry. And if he wins this championship, what does it do? Does he get in the discussion, top 10 player of all time? Does he move ahead of Kevin Durant in the unofficial, rankings that people have? What does it mean for him with 4 rings, 2 of them without KD? But there are other players, Rob, whose legacies will be impacted should they win these finals. And one of them is Jayson Tatum. He is the face of the Boston Celtics. He's the best player on the Boston Celtics. He's going to have to shine and play well for them to win this series. And Bradley Beal, star with the Washington Wizards, kind of a mentor, at least when Tatum was younger, to Tatum. And he was on, here's that podcast you love so much, Rob, Draymond Green's podcast a few months ago. And this quote is being replayed and resurfacing now because of the finals.
It should be renamed Safe Place Podcast because you don't have to worry about any pushback or any follow-up questions. That's right.
Well, anyway, here is Bradley Beal.
Chris got to deal with Draymond. He's protected.
No, I don't. I'm just saying. I mean, it is what it is. I don't expect them to be, pushed back like we do. But here's Bradley Beal and what he said about Jayson Tatum.
He's the next face of the league, and I told him that is your goal.
Mm-hmm.
Like he has a great support system. He got a lot of people that push him around him and that uplift him. Mom being number one. Mm-hmm. But I always tell him, Jay, you are the face of this league, bro. You have that opportunity to be the face of this league. Like, don't shy away from no endorsement. Don't shy away from no money thrown your way. Whatever the league want to say they do it.
Mm-hmm.
This is your league, bro. Like you already playing at this elite level. You need to be getting your name into these MVP talks every year. Like, because you have that ability. Like that's his projection. Like
100%.
That's his projection.
All right, Rob, even before you go, and I'm going to be quick, even as you push, I pushed back on you. You're right. It is. I mean, for Draymond to be like 100%.
100%.
That's facts. I mean, look, and I'm a huge Jayson Tatum fan.
Chris.
But come on. You to be like, hold up. Is he better than Luka?
Stop it.
Like Joel Embiid?
Right.
Giannis? Like, that's all you got to do. And it's not dissing Jayson Tatum.
It's
just like, hold on, let's discuss it. You can't just be making statements out of the blue.
And then you're the guy who's interviewing you go,
facts.
Oh, facts, 100%, facts. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know why Jayson Tatum hasn't won 8 MVPs. How many years he's been in the league? 6 years. He should have won 8 MVPs. Like, what are they talking about? And it's not a diss.
You're right. It'd be like if he was like, hey man, Steph win this ring. Then he gonna be in the GOAT convo. Fact.
I mean,
100%.
Come on, right?
Real talk, bro. Real rap. That's real rap. No,
it's the Safe Place Podcast.
Make him explain it.
I love it. The Safe Place Podcast.
Make
where anything
him explain
goes.
it. Okay,
yes.
Why Jayson Tatum over these guys? Why?
Right, not because you played with him and you're a mentor. Right, explain why. You believe that. Give us something to chew on. I want fat. Give me some fat to chew on.
Well, Rob G is right in the
Rob
room
G.
across from
Did you hear that? Rob G, don't let him do that to you.
Hey, hold on.
What?
Rob G is pleasantly plump. Ain't nothing wrong.
Oh,
ain't
my
nothing
God.
wrong with being husky. There's a lot of people who are husky, and good. It's all good.
We need Lillian from HR. I mean, Chris, what are you doing worrying about his body type?
I'm giving shout outs. Husky people stand up. That's
Look
all
at
I'm
this.
saying.
Unbelievable.
But anyway,
you want to make a song? Husky people are. What was that song, right?
Well, no, that was a negative one.
Yeah, I know.
Short people have. Yeah,
right, that was short people.
You couldn't make that today.
No.
Short people have no reason to live.
That was Randy Newman, who made I Love L.A. A signature song.
Right.
Rob G is shaking his head in disgust. I'm glad I'm in the studio.
Not disgust. Rob G, get on the mic. Am I tripping?
Rob G.
Yes, you're tripping, Chris.
Yeah,
you're not husky?
No. You know who is
husky.
husky? The guy who calls himself the Big Vanilla Husky. That's husky.
That's he.
And next to him, I'm like a 7-year-old kid.
Exactly. Rob G has a beautiful wife and child, and he has to go around what you call him husky.
I didn't say he does it. No,
Chris.
What y'all act like husky is an insult.
It is an insult.
And I'll have you know, Chris, I went to the chiropractor yesterday, and when they aligned me, I was an inch and a half taller.
Is that right?
I swear.
Really?
Yes.
What, you serious?
I swear.
Wow.
That's how messed up I was.
5'6"?
You know what, Chris?
No, I mean, what were you? What were you?
When I left, I was 5'7". Thank you very much.
So you thought you were 5'5.5"?
I just felt like a giant when I left, is what I'm saying.
Right.
I had to duck my head when I walked out the doorway. So I felt like Rob Parker.
That's real talk.
So when they adjust you, how long does that take?
I'm looking up husky. This is the redemption of Chris Broussard. Husky. Now, first they talk about voice. All right, we're not talking about that. Here's the second definition. Strong, hefty. Strong, hefty. Here's some similar words. They say strong, muscular, muscly, muscle-bound, brawny, hefty, burly. Come on.
Rob, you like how they snuck in the word hefty there at the end?
I mean, hefty says it all. Hefty.
Right.
Muscle bound, brawny, all those words you pick out hefty?
Yes, Chris.
He's not.
When I said it, I meant strong and.
No, you didn't. Why are you lying?
You meant dumpy and chubby. He just doesn't want to use the C word.
Listen to
when
Rob
I first met Chris, he's like,
you hear that little shot Rob through it?
What?
You meant dumpy. There's no way you meant strong and muscular. Look at him. You meant dumpy. It's clear. I mean, that was worse than anything I've said.
When I met Chris, he's like, someone of your size must have a really good tailor. That's what I heard.
Is that what he said?
That's what he told me. I was like, come on.
I never said that.
Unbelievable.
Rob ain't tailor making his clothes. Come on. Rob G. Now, let's get back to the topic at hand.
How ridiculous this topic is, yes.
Yeah, look, well, I'm going to say this. I agree. As good as Jayson Tatum is, and I have no problem. I voted him second team All-NBA, but I have no problem in putting him on first team. I wouldn't have put him ahead of Embiid. But if you want to put him ahead of Devin Booker, I'm cool with that. I really like Jayson Tatum. But like I said, Rob, even if they win this championship, because, Rob, this isn't, win the championship and the best player is the face of the league. No. Chauncey Billups was never the face of the league. Dirk Nowitzki was never the face of the league. Was Tim Duncan the face of the league?
No,
he's an all-time great, but I wouldn't call him the face of the league.
And Chris, Tim Duncan, as we talk about all the time, almost was 6-0 in the finals. He was never the face of the league. Stop it.
Paul Pierce wasn't the face of the league. I mean, so what are we talking about? And then, Rob, I think Luka is better. Now, he's not as good of a defender, of course. But right now, maybe I'll be proven wrong. Right now, I think Luka's better. I think Embiid, he's a center, so it's a little different, but come on. It's hard to argue against him. Giannis ain't okay. They didn't make the finals this year, but he ain't going anywhere. He's still young. I'm not going to talk about the Stephs and LeBrons, the older generation, but I'm going to talk about these young guys that he has to go through. And Rob, what about a Ja Morant? So those are the types of questions. I'm going to give you your props here, Rob, because even though I get it, the athletes, they make you comfortable, other athletes comfortable. They have a nice conversation. You can get a feel for the guy's personality sometimes in a way you may not get with traditional media, right? They're just among them, they're boys and all that. But there are times that you just got to be like, hold up. What did you just say?
For Draymond to say 100 facts, seriously. Really? There's nobody else in the league that he's the face of the league. Chris, it doesn't make any sense. It's almost like LeBron's barbershop show. You go into a barbershop, You could be wearing a black shirt and people will tell you it's a different color. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, seriously.
And again, I love that. I think it's a really good show, but
Everybody can't be in agreement.
Right, they're all in agreement. So it's a good show in that you get a good discussion, with celebrities and things like that. But it's not like your typical barbershop where dudes are going to be going at it.
Right.
And disagreeing, and you're right. So, but Rob, look, Jayson Tatum, sure. Could he ever become the face of the league? Oh, yeah. I mean, he's going to have to do a lot of winning, Rob, and he's going to have to really show that he's better than these guys we've talked about, right?
Right.
And so it's not like, oh, that's just ludicrous. But right now, he's not above those guys. Am I wrong?
No, I mean he's not, and it doesn't, and it doesn't take away from his this championship run and what even if they win, Chris. But to think that's
right,
going
it would be a step in the right direction.
Exactly, but it doesn't crown you or have you leapfrog over everybody else. I mean, I think that's just unrealistic and it's too simplistic to be like we talk about it all the time, being a prisoner of the moment.